Hi, JP.
Hey,
Hi,
how you doing?
OP. How are you
Hey, how
today?
you doing? I'm doing great. It's good to be here.
So, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit about why you're here, about your business, and what your kind of plan is for where you're going forward.
Man, okay, so from Florida, flew all the way down here because me and FP have a mission to going after a platform of family first fitness.
It's an establishment that we came up with. We met in Afghanistan 13 years ago. We reach out to one another every couple of months or years. He'll call and ask me, "Hey, are you still working out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still working out. Are you still working out?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah." I'm like, "All right, that's what's up, man." We never stopped, you know. And this was way before we had kids. So now that we have kids, we're passing on down the torch as well. For example, when we went on vacation and did the rock climbing, our kids did the rock climbing and stuff like that. So, that's our platform that we're working on. So we would like to be here to represent and start a movement.
And I think we're trying to get away from the whole you have to be in a gym, the whole I work out. When people say I work out, you assume they're away from their family. We're trying to rescript that and make it more family involved. So when you say you go to the gym, take your kids. When you work out, and we push your kids to do push-ups with you. I have a pull-up bar in my room. My kids wake up every morning, ask if they can sleep with me to go to the gym with me in the morning. And so it's kind of those things of keeping the kids involved, building that future that we want them to do.
And tell me more about that. Why is that important to you?
Why, as in bringing the family into the situation? It's important to me because I've learned discipline, dedication, motivation through working out. So if I think I can bring that to my kids and show them that platform of what I do when I bodybuild and how much work I put in to do that, those certain things, my kids see that. And the more I train, they see that. For example, my bodybuilding routine, my kids know it by heart. They know the song, they know the moves, and my kids actually try to choreography the next one I'm going to do. And so, like, I think Moana is one of their favorite songs. They want me to put that into my bodybuilding routine. So they're into the whole fitness thing because daddy's into the fitness thing.
So, you guys are actually both girl dads. There's no
Yes.
there's no boys
No
in the
boys.
No
combination.
I
boys.
love it.
And so how does that affect your approach to coaching them for fitness when they're girls versus
I, th- I,
No, you go
I
ahead.
think it's even stronger than having a boy and having a girl. When you have a girl, I think it's a lot stronger because having a boy, you have that stereotype. Oh, my son, we work out, we play football, blah, blah. And then you have the girls, with their Barbie dolls, pink, unicorns, whatever. So it's more when they say, I want to be part of the fitness era and they're happy about it. That's that right there. You take that and you run with it.
For me, it's like when you start, they start young. For example, my daughter's 6 years old. So when I'm doing my push ups, she's watching me, right? We're kind of like building something from a young age. They start to grow and see what you're doing. So they're probably going to follow you or follow him or something like that, girls. And they say, hey, it could be anything, any sport, dancing, swimming, which she plays in. She participates in all of these things at an early age. So we're creating that mindset of starting early. That way, when they're in high school or something like that, they're still active. That's my place on that.
so there's really no difference between being girls versus boys.
I think the girl, you got to be more involved because I think I'm more involved with the girls because again, they do the girl vibe. They're not into the workout, football, tough sports or anything like that until I guess when they see daddy do it, they're like, Daddy, I want to do that too. Okay, like my daughter got into roller derby. She's a very caring, loving person. And I guess she sees daddy do a bunch of crazy stuff. So she's like, Daddy, I'm joining roller derby. And my daughter joining roller derby is like, what? You want to hit people and push people? I was like, I'm down for it. I was like, I'm your cheerleader, dude. I was like, I'll support every bit of it. I was like, but it's just kind of out of the realm. So I think when she sees daddy do things that are out of his comfort box, and that kind of pushes him to do things that's not normal for them.
I love it.
You know, it's funny you say that, man, because my niece, I think she plays on the football team.
Nice.
And I'm like, what's going on? You want to play football? No cheerleading? No, nothing. You know, she wants to play football. So I don't know. When it comes to male sports, female sports, as long as they're active, I'm not going to judge her and tell her, hey, you can't play football. It's a man's sport. She's active. So that's what puts a smile on my face.
Absolutely. So you guys have been friends for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And you've been focused on fitness through that entire era. So why don't you guys tell me your favorite memory of each other during that time frame?
I'll go first. All right. So, so I don't know if JP even remembers this, but our routine, because he's Air Force and I'm Navy, but we would meet up at a certain time, work out, and then go to our branch, our duties.
Just a side note, he was a lot stronger than me back in the day. So I followed him to get stronger.
Right, yeah, it worked out great. So then we met for lunch in the tent. We were sitting in there in Afghanistan, sweating, and it was like, hey, buddy, what's going on? And something, I think a RPG went off, and as we were talking to each other.
For the listeners, what's an RPG? Not everyone knows that.
It's when a missile comes into base and you pray to God you're not in the way.
Got it.
Propeller. I can't remember.
Rocket propelled.
Rocket propelled
Grenade.
Grenade. Yeah. So so once that went off, I think everybody was in there. It was about 75 people in the tent. We're eating lunch. Fast forward, he says something. He spits his food out on my face. And because the microphone said incoming, so we all got up at the same time and fell on top of each other because we were getting ready to run out there. It's like 4 people going through this door at the same time. You know, we were just like so amped up, so animated that we all fell. And then I was like, "You were scared?" He was like, "No, you were scared." And then I'm like,
I wasn't scared.
I'm just glad the rifle didn't go off. That's all.
I made a Philly cheesesteak sandwich one time we got hit. So as I wasn't scared. Funny story.
Okay, JP, what's your favorite memory of FP?
Oh, man. I would say our movement to our workout video. Because I remember when we'd work out in the gym all the time, and we decided we're going to record it, and kind of, it's funny that we're here now 13 years later, because that was without kids involved, and we were just trying to make of a workout at what everybody does, the whole stereotype of gym, and it was just the norm. But now we've constructed something totally different with the family involved. So we've kind of a full 13 years of, I guess, of discipline, working out, to becoming dads, and so I think that was like my best. Because I think I come across it. I have it on my laptop still, and so I forgot to bring it, of course. But I always like looking at stuff, and I come across videos. And I'm like, oh man, and we actually look the same too. That's crazy. I just don't have a beard.
Right.
But yeah, we constructed that video over and over again, and had our beast mode, I think, title for it, and everything like that. We had the music and everything like that. So going from that to where we're at now is kind of super cool, because we kept with it, and now we're building this platform.
And it's funny you mentioned that, JP, how you said that, you know, we still look the same with the exception of the beard. That's another part that fitness plays. Staying active, keeping the body tight, working out, staying positive. It plays a lot of different numbers for you, you know, with fitness. But nobody could believe how old I am. So I feel like that played a good role.
100%. And we go to the park, and we're the best looking dads on the park. It's my fault. You ever just go in a crowd, you look around, you're like, yeah, I'm that 1%.
Right.
Excellent. Okay, well, so to the 1% of the good-looking dads, obviously being at war was challenging, right? And so how did you maintain your confidence while you guys were there serving for our country and doing things that were absolutely amazing for us?
I'll go first. For me, it's consistency. In the military, and especially in war behind enemy lines, it could be very chaotic. So you have to have discipline. You have to have that mindset where you have to reduce stress. because it's stressful out there. So it keeps you. It's not just a physical thing; it's a mental thing. So you gotta, you have to want to work out. You have to stay strong. You never know what can happen, and that helped me get through my time on deployment.
Mine was, well, I was in the special forces community, so we had no choice but to stay fit, stay focused, because if we weren't, we'd die. Just plain and simple. But what helped out a lot was actually having a friend like him, kept me off of because we run and gun, we did a lot of crazy stuff. Then I come back to base, and it kind of felt like home. It wasn't the war anymore. It wasn't the battle. So I go hang out with Fanati, we go work out, and we're just the normal of being home. So that kind of brought me back to, it's okay, I don't have to bring all the torment, everything like that. So it was like to flip the script, and which helped me out coming home as well too, because everything that happened down there, I could come home and just leave that down there. So that all the bad never came with me. And so with Fanati and all of that, and the whole deployment, us being together with the videos and all our workouts kind of distracted us from what was really going on.
Right.
So that's interesting to think about, because obviously you needed the distraction while you were at war, but then how do you bring that now to your consistency that you guys have had since you've come home? Because you haven't faulted on your fitness, you've been focused on it, you want your kids to be healthy, you want your partners to be healthy. So how do you make sure that happens?
Well, it's like the same spectrum as being in the military. We have to stay fit, focused. So when you get out, it doesn't die. And a lot of people it does. That's why we say we are the 1%. Because a lot of people get that DD-214 and they
let themselves go.
Just let it go.
Right.
I refused that. He refused that. And so and then we have kids, and I had I'm a father of 3 daughters. And so for me to look any other less than what I look now will be a failure to me and a failure to them. Because I look at the dads now and it's like, that dude can't protect him. And they look at me and they're like, okay, he can protect them. And so I always like I said, I've been told I look like an axe murderer, so I'm doing something good. And so I'm doing something good.
Well, let's not murder anyone.
Right. He just looks like
I just look it. I'm a big cuddle bear.
Right.
I'm the most sweetest person in the world.
Yeah, he wears his heart on his sleeve. He's a good dude, a good father. I've seen his children. His children plays with my daughter, things like that. He basically said it all. We're setting an example. And, yeah, we're not going to stop just because we're out. So, I mean, I had the same situation when I got out, active duty. I said, what am I going to do? There's nobody going to push me anymore. So I pushed myself. And, I didn't know what I was doing. But do you remember the gymnasium Bally's? Back then, it was like 2003 when I first started. So I've been training for 22 years so far, and I'm never gonna stop. They showed me what to do. The personal trainer took mercy on me. He was just like, "What are you doing?" So then I said, "What do you mean?" I guess he saw me just working on chest all day, and he was like, "No, one day is push, the next day is pull," and then throughout the years, I just started implementing my own routine. And so now I'm at a point where I'm just unstoppable. I'm even stronger than before. I'm stronger than I was 21. So
I could run laps from my 21 years.
Right. So
maybe 37.
And so that's the way it works. Yeah.
So when you think about that, what's the advice that you would give to someone who doesn't necessarily have that fitness focus, or isn't there, or has the quote unquote dad bod that we've kind of laughed about a little bit versus your bods?
I would say the advice is you have to start. You have to start. Everybody pushes to the side, say, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week, I'll do it at the beginning of the year, I'll do it January 1st. That has to quit, and you have to do it. Because I've been doing it for over a decade now, and I still wake up every morning with a drill sergeant in my head, the good guy and the bad guy. The good guy, get up, go to the gym, do what you got to do. The bad guy is like, hey man, sleep in. Why are you doing this? You don't have to do this. But I always listen to that guy. I always get up. And sometimes I'm just like, what am I doing? 4 o'clock in the morning. But again, it's discipline. It's consistency. I show a path my girls can follow. They know I do it. And I wake up in the morning, for instance, not to affect my family time. So when everybody's sleeping, well, now they come with me. But when everybody's sleeping, I do what I got to do. So it doesn't affect my family time. I'm home. I'm there. I'm a present dad.
I would say start small, but start together. you want to, you want to build that foundation. You don't have nothing to prove, but just do it for your child, do it for your wife, do it for your husband. Start small, but do it together. It could be even for a 15-minute walk. It could be cooking a healthy meal together, for God's sakes. Things like that is the advice I would like to tell beginners. So, I mean, it's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to see a change, but you got to start somewhere.
What about food? Why don't you guys talk about food a little bit?
Oh, okay. Can I go first?
Yeah.
Do the honors?
You're running.
All right. So, as far as food, I've always been a healthy eater. I was fortunate. By the way, I have an African background, so a lot of so we eat. So I eat a lot of rice, but I eat rice with a lot of other types of sauces and things like that. Protein, chicken, and stuff like that. I barely go to fast food restaurants. I'm not trying to insult anybody out there, but I do a lot of cooking at home, vegetables, things like that. And I mean, there's a lot of meat lovers out there, right? So, who's gonna turn down steak? I mean, for most people, right?
Normal.
Most people eat steak and chicken and fish and salmon. So protein definitely plays a part. Rice is good. Basically, home cooked meals is the best way to go. So, I mean, you can have your cheat meals anytime you want. All right, JP, you ready?
Still stuck on rice. Want rice?
Right, rice, brown rice, Quaker oats, eggs, all that good stuff. Dairy products.
Food.
Yeah,
About food.
Yeah.
No, my wife my wife is one of those people who looks on the nutrition labels, and we're very adamant if you can't read it, get it out of the house.
Absolutely.
And so that helps me out a lot because I'm an Oreo freak. I'll pound a family pack of Oreos in one sitting, no problem. So that's my problem. But my wife holds me to that. But our whole household is, the red dyes and everything's good. My wife likes to build our kids with nutrition to build them up, and not all the garbage everybody puts in their kids nowadays.
I love it. Perfect. I think what I heard from you, FP, though, is cooking can be easy. Like, it doesn't have to be hard. Make it simple. Make it healthy.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we could pound a pack of Oreos. Either or. So tell me something that's the most important thing that you want people to learn about Family First Fitness. What do you guys want people to take away from the mission that you guys are on?
Our mission is pretty much be involved with your family. Don't go away. And like I said, everybody has that stereotype of the gym. You're away from everybody. You're away from your family. Keep the family involved. Like Fanati FP talked about going walks. Make fitness fun and make it a game. I have a dice that me and my girls play with. It's like an octagon dice. You roll it and it tells you a workout to do. And it's like simple things like that I buy. And like I have a pull-up bar. I have the gym set in my room. And so the girls love lifting weights. I have the dumbbell sets. They'll pick up the 5-pound weight and they're like, "Daddy, 5 pounds," and they're getting it. So just keep them involved all the time. Doesn't matter when, where. Have them be involved. Have them lead. And so that when they're leading, they'll have that leadership role, and then make them more involved into what they want to do and make them fun.
I love it.
Piggybacking off of what he just said, it doesn't have to be a structured workout. You make it fun. You can do things together. Bike riding, that's an exercise. Am I right? Right?
My little one gets me on that one all the time.
Yeah, so you just want to do active things with your kids. Even throwing the frisbee, throwing the football in the backyard, things like that. My advice is to just make it fun. It doesn't have to be anything stressful, nothing crazy. It doesn't even, you know what I mean?
And say just on the point of making it fun too. Give your kids a task. As I do to mine, I tell them, "Daddy got to do cardio twice a day." So I do my hour cardio in the morning. I talk to my middle one because she's the most, make sure I do it. So I talked to her and I'm like, hey, you got to make sure I do evening cardio. She goes, okay, Daddy. So every time I come home from work, no matter if I come home at 5 o'clock and I'm tired, she goes, Daddy, get on the bike, let's go. I'm like, not tonight. And she's like, Daddy, we got to do it. So she makes me get on the bike, and then she gets on her bike, and we go for a ride.
I love that.
Yeah.
How old is she?
7.
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's turning 7 already?
No, I'm sorry, 6.
Yeah, I was
6,
about to
6,
say.
9, and 2.
Yeah, because I thought.
Yeah.
That's
Is it-
okay.
yeah,
That's
she-
exceptional. Well, what haven't I asked you guys about Family First Fitness that you want to tell me? Is there something that I've missed that I haven't hit upon?
This one?
I would say that everybody out there should always have a mindset, a goal, stay sharp, learn to have balance in the lifestyle, because nobody has time anymore.
And don't make that an excuse either.
Now, this is a theory that I like to share with everybody, and I want to see if I want somebody to tell me I'm wrong. You have 24 hours in a day. The average working hours is 8 hours a day. People say that sleep is 8 hours. Nobody has sleep 8 hours anymore. So let's take it down to 7 or 6. That's 14 hours. What are you doing with the 10 hours in that day? So you have to there's gyms out there that's open 24/7.
You don't need a gym.
You don't. You're right. Sometimes I work out in the hotel. I'll do 500 push-ups for the next 2 days. I'm good to go. There's no excuse. So I want people to go out there and become motivated and take this seriously. So when somebody says, "Oh, I don't have time," you have 10 hours to go. You got 10 hours left. So
That's when you give that key sentence. Wake up at 4. Everybody got time at 4 o'clock in the morning.
yeah. So that's just my.
I
theory.
like it. Everybody has time at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Absolutely. No, I love that.
Thank you. Yeah, that's my theory. There's no excuse, no matter how many kids you have.
You can't look like this or like this with excuses. True.
Well, what are your last thoughts that you want to leave our audience with to think about because it's easy to say those things. It's easy to say you don't have excuses, that you have time, but what are your last thoughts to leave people to be thinking about these things?
My last thoughts to leave everybody with is look at you, look at your kids. Do your kids look at you like the superhero? If not, change it. That's all I got.
I love that.
Yeah, well, JP, I agree with him. Start small, but start together. That's it. There's no rush in this kind of thing, in this kind of lifestyle. Take your time, but start together.
Well, I think you both are exceptional, and thank you for spending time with me today, and I'm excited to see what Family First Fitness does.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Are we still taking off our shirts?